Hey everyone, it's Zeraldo here, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the CardClasher class. Now, a lot of you have been wanting this for a long time, and you're finally getting it. So sit back and enjoy. I still don't actually know at this point how exactly I'm going to do it. It's going to be quite tricky, and hopefully it works. Now I'm going to show you how you actually go about getting the CardClasher class. So to get the CardClasher class, you have to actually buy the AQ Worlds card game. Now you can get this from a lovely little website called HeroMart.com. That's the website. You just type that in your URL box or whatever, and you get there. And then you order online for some money, and you get this. And with this, you get a really fun card game. I might actually do a video of me and some friends playing it. But we do, you get the card game, which is what you should be buying it for, and then you get the class. Don't actually know how many of these they have left on HeroMart. That's a cup of tea and a glass of water in the background, if you're wondering. And when you get this, you get the code, and you enter the code on the account management section of the Artix Entertainment Battlon Master account sort of website thing, and you get this credited to your account, and you get the cool class out of it. Once you have entered your code and have it redeemed, you just go to your badges section of the Book of Lore, go to HeroMart, and find the CardClasher badge. Now, this might take a little bit of looking. Here we go. You go to the item shop, and you get the card blades, the CardClasher class, and the card cape, and enhance them. You can also go and, if you look carefully over here, there we go, there's a house shop, and this is just the house of cards. It's rather, well, you don't really get to see it, but it's a nice little house. It's not the greatest, but it's interesting, so it's nice to have something else with this. Now, even though I'm level 55, I still recommend ore enhancements over standard enhancements, because ore enhancements give the specials, and I feel the specials are worth a bit more than the extra stat points you get from level 55 enhancements. Now we'll just take a look at these stats and classes, stats and stuff. As you can see, I've gone full luck. Now this gives the CardClasher a very unique set of stats. As you can see, it's got 101% chance to hit, so this thing's quite accurate. It's got good haste. It's got great crit. I mean, you can get to about 37 with some classes, but for a sort of hybrid class, it's well, not hybrid, but a class like this, it's great. It's got a high evasion as well, and then when you look at the luck, you know these crits are going to be pretty nice. If you look at the passives, you've got luck increased by 15%, and crit, dodge, and hit are increased, although it doesn't say by how much. It doesn't have a rank 10 passive, but you don't really need it. The moves are actually all physical, so you might want to put one little fighter, but I'm going to recommend all luck for these beautiful stats here. You get the sort of idea. It depends on how you want to use this class, really, for this next, but I'm quite keen on the health vamp, because this class's heal is unreliable. That said, if you want to really augment the crits and make them quite something, you'll go with a Spiral Carve. So that's really up to you and your discretion. For this video, I'll be using Health Vamp. So, because this works differently, I'm going to just do the basic idea and then get into the specifics. So, your first move's tap, and it assigns a card to both you and your opponent. Well, sorry, deal. I always get deal and tap mixed up. So as you can see, you get different cards now. There are 3 cards, and basically the card applied to you is like a buff, and the card applied to your opponent is like a debuff. So I'll go into what they do later. Tap is 25 mana, and it actually gives different effects. It's got a hit, sort of, so you get the idea. Tap without a card is just an extra damage strike, really. So you get the idea. Raise the Stakes has a small cooldown. It does damage to you, but it increases the power of both tap and clash. Now, clash, as you can see, does a lot of damage there when you've got 4 stacks. Now, it can crit, and that can do a lot of damage to you, since this is a crit class. That's why I recommend Health Vamp, just to keeping health. But you've seen some of the crits so far already without getting into some of the technical stuff, and Spiral Carve would go great with that. So we'll just get 4 stacks, and I'll show you how this all works. So now we're going to take a closer look at the cards of this class themselves and what the cards actually do. I'll start by talking about the effects that affect, your character, and then I'll do the ones that affect the enemy. As I said, there's 3 cards. Now, we'll go with Fortitude first. This is a damage reduction, I believe. Although you dodge enough to not really notice it sometimes. Yeah. And all these effects can actually be increased by tap. There you go, now that it's faded, we should hopefully see a difference in the enemy's damage output. Yep. Yeah, it is noticeable enough. Already had Fortitude. Vitality. Vitality is a bit of a heal, and then a small heal over time. Now that's quite useful, and that's really what keeps you alive. You could probably rotate through this, but I find it just easier to have a health vamp on just in case. You're a final card, just waiting for it to actually appear. See, oh no, I know that's on the enemy. As you can see, it takes a while sometimes if you're just after it. There's Vigor, and if you watch, you do a bit of an extra damage strike, and then you do a bit more damage for a while. So that's pretty cool. Just remember, all those effects can be made more powerful with tap, but for the moment we'll keep going and try and apply some effects to the enemies now. You may have sort of guessed by watching. So when you've got weakness on, they do less damage and you do more damage. So it's quite nice. At least I believe that's what's meant to happen. They've got breach. You will do more damage to them. Probably can see that. Oops, and I've died. The final one is a small heal over time. So we'll just try and apply that. I mean, not heal over time. For you, it's a heal over time. A small damage over time. Oh, great. Let's see if I can get it. Come on. You can see you do a fair amount of damage with this class. And here we go. So it's not the greatest heal over time. I mean, damage over time, but it works. Now, we'll get some stacks of Raise the Stakes on, and show you the difference. We'll just go with whatever random effect. So Fortitude. If I could, well, I don't think Fortitude's the best one to demonstrate this on, but you can see that the crits are noticeably bigger. Just try to finish them off. We'll try again. But you get the idea. Raise the Stakes can really, well, increase your damage output, but it does have that innate disadvantage. A lot of people in battle just don't bother getting specific things, and they just go for it, and just press whatever they get. Oh, see, there we go. Critical hit and killed myself. I just, no, wait. Here we go. Oops, pressed the wrong one. So raise the stake a couple of times. Tap, and there we go. Nice large hit, non-crit. Doing more damage, doing less, I believe. But yep, as has been said, the best way is just to tap whatever cards you get and just hope for the best. Not the best way, but one thing people do. And you end up doing a fair amount of damage that way. If you want a nice little cycle that will do a lot of damage, I'd recommend getting a few stacks of Raise the Stakes, then attacking with that, and then clash, and then tapping, and you should get a nice run. It's just a really nice class. The luck theme works really well because, as you can see, you never quite know what you're going to get. If you take the 3 cards that can be applied to you or your opponent, that's 9 possibilities of what could come up in combat. So you've really just got to work with what you've got and hope you get some nice heals. So here's the CardClasher guide. I hope it was what you guys were hoping for and looking for. Until next time, bye.